So it happened. I failed one of the account, not any account, but the one I was closer to pass. The account I failed was the one that I was close to pass on Friday. Remember that trade that reversed when it was 2 points away from target? That's the account I failed. So I went from 2 points away from passing the account to fail the account. That's the thing with Profim, that when I fail a account, it feels like I fail at trading, when in reality I just lost $100 investment. That's it. It doesn't mean I fail at trading. It doesn't mean my trading is bad. For me, the way I see it, it's just variance. So it didn't happen this time. I bet it will happen at some point. But the fact that I was able to be on the market for the past 12 days, let's say I only had one account, that's a good investment. $100 to being able to trade and see real data in real time, for me it's a good investment. And then if I manage to become profitable, then I can get that profit. For me, that's a good investment. So failing an account, it's not failing at trade. Profit have rules. And I believe many profitable traders can never be profitable trading with profit rules. So if I find a way of being profitable with this rule, good. But if I fail accounts, it doesn't mean I fail at trading. At least not for me. So let's go to see what happened today. Well, price opening on ES, on NQ, it wasn't that strong, but still it was doing high and lows. However, ES, it was holding below. It had some sellers at the opening, and then out of nowhere it did 4 up close candle, closing close to its high. However, I noticed something. First thing is this high of day, right? Hit yesterday high and sell off. So now, because I see this 4 up close candle, that doesn't mean that, okay, now ES is strong, NQ was always strong, then I'll wait for a pullback for more upside. No. Why not? Because ES now, this is the second time that take yesterday high, and it just took high of day. So price could easily reverse here. The chances for reversal increases here. So I was looking at that and I like that from a downside. However, I decided to enter long because NQ was always strong and dropped hard, and look how this down close candle closed. And it even did a higher low. So after price did this, I said, well, when price was around here, I was saying, okay, for me to enter from an upside, I need price to do a dip pullback, which a dip pullback is just dropping at 50% or a little bit lower than 50%. It's not this dip, but well, it did it that way. However, it closed close to its open. It closed above the first presented fair value gap, and also it did this inverse fair value gap with price close above. So as soon as price close above, I enter in this candle at the retest. Stop loss below this low. When I saw this, yeah, again, same feeling when actually I'm not sure if it's the same feeling or it's the always feeling, because we can argue that every time I enter on a trade I can say I have the same feeling that it's not going to work, and it's just part of me that like making peace with the fact that there's a higher chance that any trade won't work. So, but I think it's worth mentioning. I had that feeling that after seeing this price action, after I enter, I feel like this trade was not going to work again, similar to the trade on Friday, especially because of how price behaved inside this inverse fair value gap. However, look at this. We took this swing high and immediate reverse. But not only that, look at ES. This is the swing high. ES, what took again? High of day. First time, pullback. Second time, lower high. That's it. Well, same here. Rally, price drop, pullback, lower high, and it started to reverse. Why I'm okay? Okay, the thing is that if I would enter here for more downside and trade, and the trade doesn't work, it stopped me out, then I would be mad because I enter at a counter trade. However, since I enter in a with trend trade, then I'm fine. It's okay. I got stop out. I was all the time talking about how I was feeling that I should move my stop loss, but the reason I didn't move it is because now I can see why it didn't work, see if it's just variance, see if I'm doing something wrong. But if it were the other way around, like I enter for more downside and then this reverse and go take half day, which was my target, I would be really mad because I went against the trend and it was a clear trend. Look at this candle high close, everything, all indication for me, even though I have this indication as well from ES for more downside, but NQ was strong. It wasn't an uptrend. So I'm not mad at this trade. I like this trade. I waited. I was patiently. Not only I wasn't aggressive, like entering above previous 5-minute candle. I was very patient. My setups doesn't get better than this. The only thing that maybe sometimes it's better is this pullback is not so deep. Maybe around here and not all this way. But I like this because it was a high low. It was another test adjusted the high. Price immediately pushed higher. Close above inverse. Not a bad setup in my opinion. That was the trade. Again, I risk. I don't think. Well, yeah, I risked a lot because it was a lot of money, but it was, I don't see it. Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it right now. Right now, I'm trying to pass the account 1-2 days. So I'm risking the daily limit loss. And if that doesn't work for a time, I will change it. I will trade micros, I will lower the size, but I want to experience and record all the available options. I can do it this way, I can do it this way. This way didn't work. I'll try this one, also didn't work. I'll try another one, or this way did work. So I'll stay with this one. I know some people like another thing. Well, I like this. It works for me. Or it doesn't work. I'll try your thing. Yeah. That's what I want to record. That's what I want to experience in this journey. So that was the trade. Beautiful setup. The only thing kind of different was this dip pullback, but it's still a setup. It looks pretty good. If I didn't take it and it ended up working, I will say that I was afraid to enter because it was a clear setup for my upside to me. The only thing that I can take a look here is moving the stop loss and maybe reversing, but that's very difficult because again, same thing could happen. I move the stop loss, I close the trade after we took this swing high, I enter from a downside, imagine it respect this swing low and take half day. There is one thing that I think is key. Just be okay and study whatever you do. Like if I do that and it end up working, then just like I'm analyzing this trade here, then I would have to analyze why I closed the position and enter for more downside. If I knew that for me to go for more downside, I have to stop out here. That's why I put my stop loss, because my stop loss means that my idea is invalidated. So anything above my stop loss, it's still good. See? So that's kind of my idea with the stop loss. But I get that at some point I will get the experience where I know, oh, this is not working. I don't care about my stop loss. I'm going to exit here. That's easy to say when the trade doesn't work out. You want to get out of the trade faster or lose less than what you actually risked. And that mentality is until you start doing that for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and then you see how many trades you stop out yourself and the trade end up working on your favor. And that's when you came back to not moving this. I have been there. So that's why I try to avoid myself more trouble. And that's it. If it stopped me out down here, yeah, that was my trade. How long it took? It took 50 minutes. Let's see it as if just took 5 minutes. If I entered and went straight down to my stop, it's the same thing. The only thing is that it takes so much time and it gives you like an opportunity to get out of the trade. But that's another layer of trouble. And if I'm struggling with another thing, I don't want to add things to distract myself or to struggle. That's why I don't like to move the stop loss. That's why I'm not moving the stop loss. As of now, my stop loss is staying at the initial level, unless I'm targeting a far target and then I see price move a lot in my favor, then maybe I either take partial and move out to break even, or just move to break even because I don't want to lose on a trade that moved 50 points in my favor. Something like that. Maybe that could work. But that's reading while trading, and while on a trade, I feel that we get full of emotional and thoughts that are no actual technical analysis. It's just whatever we think is going to happen, whatever we think is good for us, and I don't like to base my trades on that. So yeah, that's the trade for now. Not a bad setup, also not a super beautiful setup. It was also good entering here from a downside, let me tell you, because this setup, look, this setup is the same I tried here. It's the same I did on Friday. High of day, took it one, took it twice, more downside. It's the same here. High of day, took it one, second, go, the same. So yes, in trading sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The idea is to have one setup, a couple of playbook, and repeat that all of the time. Don't change because it didn't work. Don't change because I failed one of the account. Don't change because I had a bad week or a bad month. I have to stay with the same. Yeah, that's why I will stay with the same thing no matter what, no matter how much it take, unless I guess there will be a moment where I say, well, this is not working. I will change, I will switch to something else. I will learn another strategy. But I feel that for me to get to that level, to that point, a lot of times has to pass. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not changing anything. I will keep trading the same thing. And yes, there is a huge chance that today I fail that account, tomorrow I pass the other account, because it's like that. It's like that. So that was it for today. I feel like ES was giving kind of a clue at the opening, like be careful, wait, don't enter from an upside. Look, I'm weak. Then strong rally, took half day, and that's it. Ray on stop loss, and from there, look where we are right now. Let's take a look at the trade and the execution. So here's the trade. Enter at that candle, like I just said. 2 contracts. Why 2 contracts? Because my stop loss was here, and that's exactly the daily limit stop loss I got. So yeah, I was targeting one high of day and the other one a little bit higher, since we were doing high low, a little bit higher. Why not? But it didn't work out. I lost this account ended in 40. Now I have 38 and 39. 39, it's also close to fail. I only have $160 there, and I have like 1,200 here. So tomorrow it's another day. Let's see how I manage to trade tomorrow. How is my reading? There are some times where I feel like kind of don't know what I'm doing, but lately I have feel very confident and comfortable on what I'm doing. So as of now, just trading, no switch. I won't be changing anything. Just keep trading and keep trying to see if I can pass one of this account. So on Friday, I was about 2 points to pass one of the account, and today that account, it's gone. It kind of hurt, but just because I add to that experience, like I failed something. Yes, I failed the account, but honestly, I understood that I just invested $100. I lost that $100, but this is also the price of doing business. This is how trading works. I am glad that I am able to trade prop firms that I only have to invest little money, and if I am a good trader, a profitable trader, a professional, a disciplined trader, then I am more than welcome to make 10 times, 20 times my investment. And that's what I like about it. It's kind of similar to options, but yeah, it's everything has its rules. So we're not done. We're going to reset today. Tomorrow we'll be back at it. And that's it for day 12. 3 accounts, 1 failed, 2 to go. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.